Hello, this is a video review of set number 71612, or 12, and it contains 544 pieces, and it's Ninjago, and it's known as MacLeod's Green Ninja Mech Dragon. It came out in 2017. Now, of course, they have the original instructions. You know, they're modern. It was kind of when they're going through their boring instruction phase. So you can see it's just pretty basic. Pretty blue though. There's just a small advertisement on the back here for the video game, which we're not going to talk about that. And then the sets, which I have most of except half of them, but yeah, I don't have those three on the top. And then I don't have the two in the bottom right. And I can review some of these if people want. They're really good sets in my opinion. There's the back. They started using Lloyd on the back. And there's nothing in the second one, so I'm not even going to show it. It's just boring at the end. So now let's get building. I'm going to try something new. Let me know how it goes. I do think I'm going to stick with the old-fashioned way of filming a build video. Now, here it is. And it's extremely large. I love this thing. It's really big. It's almost 2 feet long. I'm just going to spread it out here. I can't even get it all on frame, and I did back up my camera a lot for this. Just look at that silhouette. Man, it's beautiful. I love this thing. And yeah, it just puts like Tahu over here to shame. There you go. For you Bionicle fans, Tahu's my ruler. And then for fun, Kai. Yeah, okay. Now then, it has a lot of articulation. It has 2-ish features. One is back here at the tail, and it's very nice. It's very fluid. And what you do is you just grab this gear up here, you just swing it back and forth. And it's very good at dispatching your poor little shark army. Splat. Poor guy. But it looks very nice, and it looks very lively. You can, if you do it just right, it just looks very organic. especially for a mech dragon. Okay. And I find this interesting. It kind of has torso articulation, but it's only side to side and there's no friction. And it's just very wobbly, and it's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. And on both of the front legs, there's a stud shooter. Probably my least favorite shooter. Very easy to lose, not a lot of impact. They're okay. And as I mentioned, there's one over here. Okay, now let me just move my lights a little bit here because this thing is so large, it is actually almost going over my studio. There we go. Now these are the only wings on this, which I actually like. I think this is kind of a cooler, classic dragon style. They're basically little canards. And the neck has a lot of articulation. It can't go side to side, but as you can see, it can go up really high, and it can go down just a little bit. But I think it's enough. My spider senses are telling me there's a cobweb here. Get that out of here. Get out of here. Now then, since we're looking at the neck, why don't we look at the head? And it is one of the best things on the set. It has these little mustache pieces. Yes, I'm going to call it a mustache. And it can open really wide, which looks a little awkward. It also has a tongue, which is kind of hard to get out sometimes, and I broke it. Great. Let me just fix it. There we go. And it's a flag piece to give it a forked reptile tongue appearance, which looks pretty cool. And in my opinion, it looks a lot better if you just close the mouth a little bit. And it shuts nicely. And it uses minifig heads for the eyes. I can go to side to side. A lot of things on this can't go side to side, which I don't like. But the head can. It's very expressive, can turn, can do all sorts of things. Probably one of the best things about the set. And then I showed this off a little bit already, but the legs can go from front to back and side to side, and the ankles are just on ball joints, and the toes can also move up and down, and the hind legs have the same articulation. Now then, it can't fly with these little wings. How's it going to fly? I mean, it just kind of falls. It's going to need some rockets. So, as you can see, this mysterious panel on the side here, with a little hint of something peeking out, can open up, and there's one on each side. And that's very cool. If you want, you can also do it like that, whatever. And these are really cool. Now, realistically, this probably wouldn't be enough to lift this whole thing, but come on, it doesn't matter. And it just gives it a whole nother level, in my opinion. And it's very swooshable, if you were wondering. Oh, and there's a little bit of purple peeking through, which isn't that big of a deal. And when the jets are up, you can see through the dragon, which looks a little weird in my opinion. That's one downside. It's not too bad. And you can't tell at all when the jets are not deployed. Now then, I think I've talked enough about this. Why don't we take a look at the minifigures? Oh yeah, and I forgot to show this off. I didn't really talk about the cockpit, so I guess I didn't talk enough about this. And it's this really cool printed piece. That's actually a book cover and a little control panel. Okay, now I've talked enough about this, and we can go look at the minifigs. And if you're a LEGO fan, I'm sure you've never heard of this guy. His name is MacLeod. He is the Green Ninja, and he is arguably the main character. He has this cool kind of lotus print on his back. He also has this weird texture. You can see it on the arms, and almost everywhere else except the sides of his torso. You can even see it on his legs and his toes. It's like triangles. It's kind of cool. It's almost like chainmail. Here's his sword. It's a sword. I don't remember what it's called. Let's see. He has a pretty cool gi. Lots of nice detailing. See all the gold and his creepy green eyes poking through. And the masks were a different type for the movie. It's 2 pieces, which honestly I don't like as much because it's really finicky to take apart. And he has 2 faces. He just kind of is like cocky, like, hey, I'm Lloyd. I'm everyone's favorite. And he has another face, which is just kind of like an angry, determined face, like, how could they retcon the show? Kind of face, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's enough. Now let's take a look at Sensei Wu. I hear Sensei Wu. And he's pretty cool. Right off the bat, I don't like this huge gap in the fabric. It drives me crazy. I don't like it. Now it is a pretty nice fabric piece though. It's printed fairly well. And it matches up very nicely with his torso. He has his little staff. And this rice paper hat. Sandals. You know, pretty awesome guy. And, oh yeah, this piece is rubbery. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to bend it around. You can see there's his shirt. And a very nice old wise man face. Okay, now let's take a look at the next minifig. I don't even remember his name. Now then, here's Charlie. I didn't know he had a name. I'm very proud of LEGO for doing that. A lot of these guys are just called like Shark Army Thug 2. It's awesome this guy has a name. You can see he has lots of straps for like a parachute and an oxygen tank and all sorts of stuff. He has some pretty cool back detail. And he has a fish. Pretty nice guys. I really like these guys. They're very massable. Now this is Garmadon. The Bane boy. He comes with this giant laser pointer. Hashtag no spoilers, except you can figure out the whole plot from the commercials. Okay, get that out of here. And he has 2 katana. You know that's not the plural. And he is a very menacing figure. He's very tall. And this really nice robe is kind of getting in the way of the detail. So let me magically make it disappear. Really good edit, I know. You don't have to tell me twice. Or 3 times. Okay, now, he has really cool details. He has this nice plate armor. And these pauldrons. And this really nice samurai helmet with a crest. I don't really know what the crest is supposed to be. Who knows? And as much as I love the original Garmadon, this one might be better. I don't know. Doesn't have anything on the back, though. Now, you can't see stuff on the front, so let me do some magic again. Oh, yeah. Even better at it. Am I right, folks? Ha. And you can see it's very faithful to the original with the kind of ribcage chest hair thing. I don't even know. And there we go. Kind of a original Garmadon in the new style. Pretty cool. And then there's his back torso. Okay. Now then. The set. Retailed for about $50. And it gets 2 thumbs up from me. Adjusted for inflation, it's like 53 or something. I don't even know. But I think this set's totally worth it. I love it. It's a great set. So many pieces for a pretty good price. All these sets from the Ninjago movie were very well priced. 4 pretty good minifigs. Very nice quality of plastic and everything, really. This was like a peak in my eyes. A peak for LEGO Ninjago. Definitely get it. And that's all I have to say. So, peace out.